Hello, this is Father Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life, with thoughts about preaching the pro-life message on the fourth Sunday of Lent in Year C. God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, the readings tell us, and then we are implored, be reconciled to God. And we can ask our people, well, who's doing the reconciling? Is it our work that we have to be implored to be reconciled with God, or is it God's work reconciling us? And of course, the answer is that it is both. We see that the Israelites, when they inherited the promised land, did so by a mighty act of God, and yet when they were in the promised land, they still had to fight. They had to fight the enemies that were around them to preserve their way of life. The land wasn't handed to them already prepared on a silver platter. Moreover, the prodigal son, he was already, before he took the decision and made the journey back home, he was already being searched by the father. The father was looking every day for the return of the son. So it's God's work, it's our response. Both are very real. And you see that both in the case of the Israelites and in the case of the prodigal son, the reconciliation occurs after we reach a dead end. Life in slavery was terrible. The Egyptians also reached a dead end as the plagues came upon them, and they let the Israelites go. But the prodigal son, too, he came to the point where he could not go on with life, and he came to his senses. So it is with us. The life of sin leads to a dead end. We get tired of the evil that it brings upon us. So it is in our nation. We need to be reconciled with God, and the culture of death is a big dead end. Nothing in our culture of abortion brings fulfillment, and those that worked to push abortion on demand in our country made all kinds of promises about how it would help individuals and families and the nation, and none of those promises proved true, as child abuse and divorce and poverty have only been made worse, not better, from abortion. So we come to the point in our culture where we have to be reconciled to God, and being reconciled to God requires being reconciled to our neighbor, and of course that includes our neighbors in the womb. Being reconciled to our unborn brothers and sisters, no longer considering them to be non-persons, as the Roe versus Wade decision would have us think. So let us on this Sunday, as we preach the message of reconciliation, implore our people, be reconciled to God, be reconciled to your unborn brothers and sisters, work for their right to life, and together let us build a culture of life that welcomes the Lord and one another. God bless you.